I almost got a little distracted on I was kind of I started doom scrolling a little bit while waiting and I almost got what's the word? I almost locked out. That's what I'm gonna call it, locking out. But anyway, where the fuck is my PNG? You gonna show up now? Where are you at? There you are. Alright. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Same-ish, like, I guess, same plan as last time. We're gonna be playing parts 3 and 4 of the Durin story quest. I'm starting a little bit earlier today compared to last time because last time I did this, when we played Act 1, I had to kind of skip dialogue and to speed run through part 1 because I was hitting like right before the I was hitting right before the time reset, the daily reset. So we're starting like half an hour earlier. That should be, honestly, even starting 15 minutes earlier should be more than enough time for me to do the quest for part 3. And then same as last time, I'll do my dailies really quickly for a little intermission period, and then for part 4, we will stream part 4. The only reason I'm really doing it at this time is because of the daily resets, so when I do part 5 on Wednesday, when I do part 5 on Wednesday, I'm probably gonna schedule it like more for the daytime for me. That way I can what was it? That way I have the daytime to stream it. So we're gonna do part 5 on Wednesday, and since Durin's quest will be pretty short from that point on, we'll also do all of the Hexarai buffs. Or like the Hexarai, what do you call them? Fuck. I'm blanking. It's been a day today. It's been not like a bad day. It's just been kind of a long day, so I'm a little like out of it right now. But it's, yeah, we're gonna do the Hexaray buffs at the same time after Durin's quest. That way I have like more of a full length stream to play around with instead of like a 40-minute stream. And yeah. Let me just fight these enemies really quick and then we can go and we'll do part 3 after we fight these enemies.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Okay. Easy peasy. Alright. Let me switch into a Durin party. It's kind of funny. I could actually do my my mannequin now that I have it leveled up. I'm probably not gonna do that though. I'll do just the Lenny team.
Ah, we'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Yeah. I want to play. I definitely. Oh my gosh, yeah. We definitely gotta do the
extra training never hurts.
We definitely have to do the Hexaray buff soon because I think the next Stygian is coming out, and I know from what I've seen with the beta information, I know that like one of the bosses is very Venti oriented, like Hexaray Venti oriented, so I have him ready for the fight. He has his like signature leveled up. I actually leveled up his normal attacks in preparation for this. But yeah, I have all my characters ready for that fight. I think I forget how the plunging the one gravity character works, or the gravity boss works. I think I might actually. Oh, look at this! Look at this! The crystal fly trap that I conveniently set up in the Silvermane Hall so that I wouldn't forget about Columbina's Selenic Chronicles. But I can't do the Selenic Chronicles because of the fucking patch getting, like, I don't know, the whole shit with that patch is kind of frustrating. So yeah, that's fun. I wish they would at least let me catch up on it so that I can, like, I don't know, at least I can catch up on the quest. But I guess not. Anyway, let's start Act 3 of our Durin story quest. We have an hour and 15 minutes before the reset happens, so there should be more than enough time to finish this. Hopefully I don't get screwed over. Okay. Alright, Durin, what do you got for us today? Ooh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, it's Fischl and Oh, and Kaya!
Some say the god of fate calls the outcome of every dice roll before it's even made.
Oh, they're playing TCG.
And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya.
Oh my god, wait, my phone charger is not charging. Hold on. I have to get either a new phone or a new phone plug. Or honestly, I probably need both. It's like I have to have the plug at the perfect angle, otherwise it stops charging my phone.
Your turn. Give it another shot.
So, are we gonna get a Durin TCG card or something?
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertalang, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
I love his, like, blank stare.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost, defeat the one who snatched her limited edition card back.
Is that? Wait, what did he... Oh my gosh. Oh! No! No, I didn't get this. I didn't get the screenshot of it. I didn't get the screenshot of the pathetic looking face of his. Fuck.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck or bad.
This scene alone might get me to play TCG.
Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate. Hey, everyone! Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon! You're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please, allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
Of course. But if you're all playing cards, how come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
Can I take a prediction based on what I know about his little story of Monzad? I think the cats at the Cat's Tail are still, like, angry at Durin.
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon. Normally, the animals just steer clear
Oh shit, it's
in
Diona.
the close confines of the Cat's Tail. Let's just say the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
So Durin got scratched?
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
You're calling it a nest? Oh my gosh.
One of their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
I think it's adorable that he calls it a nest. Sometimes I forget that dragons come from eggs. That's why so eggs are like in a nest.
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial. Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Tough luck, huh?
Oh, Diana
Damn.
stepped in. You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them two peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
I mean, look, I don't blame Durin. I need a lot of like sugar or like I need a lot of flavor in my alcohol if I'm gonna drink it. I can't handle like just straight alcohol.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mondstadt?
Yeah, Kaya.
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends. So I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though.
Only in Mondstadt.
But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking. And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
Exactly. Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card games?
Yeah, Kaya.
Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You'll wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Paimon guarantees it.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Yeah, that last roll wasn't great. But who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This is the third time already.
Seriously? That seems like a very unlikely coincidence.
If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
Is it possible that one of the Hexen Circle members are actually like tampering with this right now?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, succumb to fate's insidious snares?
This angle looks almost exactly like the teaser art. I'm gonna screenshot that just because it looks exactly like the teaser art.
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Oh, dialogue?
So be it. Such are fate's accursed wiles.
Let me talk to Oz. No. Klee?
Mr. Honorary Knight and Durin, are you heading off in a big adventure? But Master Jean said I can't leave the city today. Promise me you'll tell me all about it when you get back, okay?
Okay, Klee. And Kaya.
Not every day you're back in Mondstadt, huh? Care to grab a drink if you're free?
Yes. Alcohol. Can't believe Diona's actually like just here.
Ugh, where's that stench of booze coming from? Ugh, it's gotta be him! Ugh!
All right, where are we? Whoa, wait, Storm Terror's lair. Wait, I never. I was like so focused on the fact that there was like NPC dialogue. No, wait, we're going to Storm Terror's lair? Holy shit! Wait, is Durin gonna meet Dvalin? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Oh, please.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
No, this Durin is different.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go!
Oh my gosh, please let us meet. Let Durin and Dvalin meet. These two have to be dragon besties. Unironically, it would actually be so interesting if we gave Dvalin a human form. Give Dvalin a human form and have him interact with Durin. Or even just, you know.
By royal decree, final warning!
Sorry, Hilly Charles. What was I saying? Yeah, have Dvalin and Durin interact. We need content like that. How do I, you know, I'm just gonna skip the middleman.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
In the past, we had to jump in.
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going.
Oh, we're going into the what? Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward. Oh! Act 3, possibility bestowed by the Merry Witch.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the Story Witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends.
Oh, you can see how it's like shadows
But already,
all.
he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Oh.
Huh, looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
Is this like the actual castle? It's been like what, a year? No. No, yeah, it's been like over a year, like just a little over a year since last Simulanka. Wow. It really does bring back a lot of memories.
Yeah, Like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box?
Yep, that will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
What kind of feeling?
What kind of feeling?
Oops, look at me just being Paimon today.
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I've noticed the same thing. Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls.
Wait, I just realized, are we gonna get like a Durin versus evil Durin type of scenario? We had this thing happen with Wanderer, remember? Like the Archon quest, and he had to fight his like robot self. Are we gonna have Durin fight his his evil version?
They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey, instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no other way.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on, follow me.
Find a way to enter the castle. Dude, they really need...
That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before. It should come in handy.
They need to make past events playable for all characters. Like, we need that. I cannot... Like, I already have to deal with people kind of, like, being out of the loop on the lore. And getting so confused. And I'm like, if you just let people play the old events, then maybe they wouldn't be, like, so confused about the lore. And it's not even the confusion about the lore that bugs me. It's, like, people that try to pretend that they know the lore when they clearly do not know the lore of this game. Anyway, that was just a little, side tangent ramble. A set of magical building blocks from Simulanka, said to change in mysterious ways when used with a magical telescope. Approach them to pick up these blocks, though you cannot carry them far. After picking a block, use the splice button, enter splicing mode. You can move the toy blocks to... Okay. After placing blocks on the base in front of the magical telescope, you can observe into the telescope to compare the size and positions. Oh, interesting. I think I get what we're doing here. I think if I do this... Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that block just got bigger.
We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
It reminds me kind of like the, when Fischl's domain in the Golden Apple. It kind of reminds me of that, like when you had to do the perspective stuff. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, watch out! Ah. 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 Thunder!
Come on. There we go. Oh, hello there.
Thunder! just have to check each spot.
What do we have up here? I'm looking for like the Easter eggs. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's a thing. It's a guy. I don't know which one you are. But don't worry, we'll save you. Oh, wait, another thing. Wait, there's multiple things.
We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Oh my gosh! It's a guy! It's a little guy! It's been too long. Okay. I see. That's...
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh. Let's try...
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching.
I'm gonna yoink you. Oh! What do we have with the ink? What decision?
Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need?
Oh!
A difficult dilemma indeed.
Oh no!
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin.
Oh no! 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 Guys! Wait! This is the decision we have to make? Wait, that dude. No, you can't fucking do that to me. No, 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 no. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? We have to choose between... Dude, okay, so this is how it works. If we choose to help the people in need, we don't help Durin or the dragon. Wait, what kind of consequence? Dude, this is fucking like, this is like some Life is Strange dilemma shit. Like, this is like actually kind of like the other stuff was just basic, like, oh, should it appear, should he, you know, should the dragon live in a castle, like be born in a nest, or be born in a beautiful palace? And I was like, that's not a big deal. Should the dragon get a sword, a slingshot, or a book for its gift? And I'm like, that's not a big deal. Should we selfishly help the dragon, or should we selflessly... That's crazy. That's like a... It's like, if you don't help the people in need, there could be consequences for that. But if you don't help the dragon in need, there can also be consequences for that. Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know which one to pick. It's literally one of those, like, oh my gosh. Hi, Gnome, welcome to the stream. No spoilers, no backseat gaming, just general warnings. Fuck. Yeah, basically let me have this dilemma all on my own without anyone telling me what to do. Dude, I love the idea that I might be freaking out over nothing. Like, what if I can just do both? What if I can do both? That'd be so funny. Ooh, dilemmas. I'm thinking about this now. I'm like, wait, so if we help them, I'm so confused though. It's like, if we help them, what's gonna happen in like the 30 seconds, you know? The 30 seconds that we don't help Durin? Like, what's gonna happen? And then it's like... Yeah, and then it's like on the, Dude, what kind of consequences are gonna happen? I feel like my natural response of like... I feel like my natural response would be... I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, like, because I think my natural response would be, what the fuck's gonna happen in 30 seconds? Or, like, just, like, a few minutes where we take a detour. Like, what's really gonna happen? Right? Surely it's not gonna... Surely nothing bad's gonna happen, right, guys?
It's so dark here.
Hey, there's a fire over there. Let's go check it out.
Is that Kirara's box?
Wait, is that? A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
That's Navia. Wait, are these like... Wait, is this supposed to represent the 3?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Doesn't sound like Nilu, though.
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
Oh, this is the... I wonder if like the voice actors is just doing like a different little voice. I don't think this is the real them. More like how Durin remembers them.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe? Friend! Definitely friend! Miss, Catbox Lady?
So our companions from Simulanka are here.
Yeah, Simulanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
I'm curious now what happens if we don't pick this path.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me.
Go to the young dragon's hideout. Nilu does sound a little different here, though. I don't know if that's like just the same. I can't tell if this is the same voice actors, the same voice actress giving like just a different tone, or if it's like I don't think she got replaced. Did she? No. The other thing is I didn't have the audio on when that one event was happening. So I also never actually listened to Nilu's voice lines in that. If she had voice lines, I didn't listen to it. So I have no idea if she was I don't think she was replaced. Oh. Whoa, what happened?
Come on, Durin, or, little story dragon, just calm down.
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
Bro.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Don't worry, we can help you.
Don't come any closer.
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
I think it is the same. I think it is Nilu's voice actor. I think she is just doing a different tone with her, the squirrel fairy.
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you'd be trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Oh.
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
Oh.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Was that not obvious?
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell.
Second strongest? What's the first strongest?
With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Of course. Just like last time.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Another trial. Ha, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Oh.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story.
That's such a beautiful picture.
Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
What does that mean? Wait. I'm so curious what would happen if you didn't like go through the what was it? If you didn't go through the special dialogue.
Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it. Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's even some ink to spare.
Time to return the book, huh?
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
No. If it did, we wouldn't have 2 more parts to this.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin!
Don't worry. We're all here for you.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt!
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
Aww.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
I'm pretty sure we'd be treating you for that celebration.
This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
Ah, well, if you're Asian... if you're Asian, it is even worse, because... it becomes a battle of who treats who, honestly.
See? He wants to be friends with you, too.
Bro, what the fuck do you mean we didn't see that guy in the background? Look at how big he is.
But the moment hasn't come. At least, not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
Return to Mondstadt with Durin. Wait. Wait. He's literally right up there. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean we didn't see Dvalin? Like, literally right here. Bro, give us that... Give us the fucking Durin and Dvalin interaction already. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of this game just tiptoeing around that. The idea that Dvalin is kind of like scared, like not even like scared, it's like, oh, it's the mean Durin. Like he's like scared and like shy. kind of surprises me. Like, I would not expect Devon to be a shy person or shy dragon. Anyway, where are we going? Back to the TCG area?
Whew. Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed.
Oh, hi, Iona.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all about your big adventure. We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Why is everyone looking? Oh, are they like recognizing
Excuse
like?
me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Oh no.
Come on, miss. This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kind of confusing. But anyway, it's super cool.
I hope they don't like mistreat him. I hope they accept that he's like a different Durin.
Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
Why is everyone...
Something's not right here. Something's not right.
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head... Surely he's not a...
What? No. Come on. No. He's good, guys. He's good.
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
Wait. 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 Whoa, wait, my brain's not braining. My brain's not braining, but the gears are turning in my brain. Wait. Did we do something wrong in the story? Unless Durin's gonna be like, oh, this happened before when I first came to Mondstadt. Why is it happening? Like, I can imagine Durin experiencing this when he was, like, rebirthed, right? Like, if he was, like, rebirthed, and maybe he experienced this, like... So I wonder if Durin's gonna say something like, this happened before when I was first here in Mondstadt, like, getting to know everybody. Why is it happening again? I'm also very interested why, like, some of the people here aren't affected. I guess it makes sense that maybe, like, the more playable characters aren't affected by whatever's happening here. This is clearly, like, a Hexen trick. This has to be, like, a Hexen thing going on. Huh.
No, that can't be.
Oh, whoa.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
Dude, wait, what the fuck? Oh my gosh.
Watch out!
Stay calm. I can't scream that. It's like late at night for me.
no one got hurt. Did they?
You sound so sad in that line.
Durin! Durin!
You asked Barbara to tend to Durin and then settled him into a guest room. I wonder if Barbara's gonna remember him. No.
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
Aside from Durin's close acquaintances, okay, so who does that entail? Does Jean remember? Does Lisa clearly remembers?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Maybe we should ask Albedo. God, we gotta go back to Nod Krai then. What the fuck? Albedo's all the way back in Nod Krai. We gotta travel across the fucking, like, nations again.
I completely agree.
Alright then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible.
It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
Oh? Kaya... Okay, let's listen to the voice lines.
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
Klee was really looking forward to hanging out with Durin. We'd better not tell her what's happened to him just yet.
I'll have the Knights notify you as soon as he wakes up.
Dude, that's crazy! Okay, let's go to the Favonius headquarters, because when people say, like, oh, let's go check this out, I like to assume that it's gonna at least, like, maybe we'll get, like, some Easter egg as to what's happening here. Like, maybe something will happen. I'm so curious, like, what is happening here? Thank goodness I'm playing these parts kind of, like, in a front-loaded way. So at least I don't have to wait, like, an entire day for this. But, like, there it is. Okay, let's go check out what's happening here. Maybe we'll find some stuff here? So, like... I'm trying to think. Okay, so what did we do? Is it that we followed the story exactly? I feel like something would have... I feel like it doesn't really matter, though, like, what we would have chosen. Like, if we, Huh. Yeah, like, did we do something... What did we do differently? Oh, dude, the music is so, like... Damn. I never noticed the music earlier. I don't know if it's the same melody as before, but the music is definitely noticeable now. Yeah, maybe we'll get something about Durin here? Maybe there's, like, a hint? I don't know if there'd be, like, a hint here. No. I don't see anything, and I'm stuck now. Like, I guess, Huh. I have no idea what's happening here, honestly. I think it could be a thing of, like, maybe... Huh. No, that wouldn't... I don't know if that makes sense. I had this thought of, like, what if, like, Durin giving his blessing to the storybook Durin, like, he gave away his blessing, so now he... Like, if he... Like, he has to, like that, but that seems so weird. Like, that means, like, in order for, like, our Durin to maintain, like, his blessing, like, he'd have to selfishly keep the blessing for himself. And I don't know if that's really the story we're going with. That seems weird for me. I guess maybe that's what, like, maybe, like, this is, like, something like his, like, that Anders daughter's trying to, like, teach him with this. Like, he's... Because as far as I remember, Durin never really had issues before. Like, when he was first getting around Mondstadt and getting to know everybody, people were confused from what I remember. They were, like, confused about, like, oh, that's the same Durin, or is that a different Durin? And so it's, like... Maybe they, it's like Durin never actually had, like, major, Durin never had, like, any actual, like, struggles, I guess, like, with, like, his fate. So I'm wondering if, like, maybe the whole point of it is that, like, they're, like, maybe, like, M's, like, teaching Durin how to, like, that not everyone, like, even after, like, getting, like, the blessings, even after, like, kind of getting his quote-unquote happy ending, it's not going to be, like, a perfect world after. Like, it's not going to be perfect for him. He's had, like, very small struggles, basically. He's been like, oh, like, the cats... I have much to learn. The cats are, like... territorial. Drinking is very important for socializing in some cases, like stuff like that. Like, it's very small things. I do find it interesting that it's kind of like a it's interesting for me that it's like a the struggle he's kind of going through right now is like a some people may still see you as the monster, which I think is a very good, like, plot line to go through. That's a very good... I think that's a very good plotline to go through, like, to teach somebody that. It's if, like, the, if the point of it is kind of being, like, you know, trying to, like, make up for past mistakes or rewrite the past, like, all that stuff being, like, no matter what you do to change your story, there will always be some people who... Like, there will always be some people who don't accept that you've changed. I feel like that's always the story I felt with Durin. Like, the fact that he and the fact that he and Wanderer have, like, kind of the same-ish story of, like, changing fate. That always kind of, like, struck a chord with me, and, like, how their stories intertwine like that. So I definitely would like to see it being, like, that kind of story where Durin has to go through that struggle of realizing, like, certain past events can't just be erased. I'd love to see that be, like, the take that they do. Let's see. We have like 20 minutes before the next part unlocks. So, what should I do in the meantime? Let me get some water first. I think I have an idea for what we can do to pass the time for 20 minutes. Let me get some water.
I still have so much to learn about human interactions. Like, where should I put my hands when I'm nervous? I just really want to make friends with everyone. Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
Oh, are you interested in going on an adventure?
Alright, we are back. Okay, I thought of something to like pass the time a little bit. Let me open... Let's see. Let me open the quest archives. This is a pretty long book, so I don't think we're gonna get the full... I'm probably not gonna do the full story. But I kind of want to read some of the... Where is it? Here it is. The Little Witch and the Undying Fire. I heard this is a pretty... Yeah, this is a pretty long book from what I can tell, so we probably won't read the entire thing. But I'm really interested to see like what the story's about, because apparently this does tie into Durin's story quest. I do want to try to see if I can get some context with this one. I believe, let me see, let me go back to Durin's quest log as well. From what I remember, Alice started it. It was supposed to go... It went around the, Where is it? Yeah. Alice took the first volume, the other mages took their terms. M was supposed to write the last volume, but then she passed away. So Alice wrote the 7th part. Okay. Yeah. I kind of want to read the, We'll see how fast I go through this. Maybe I will read the whole thing in one go, but I don't think it's going to take me 20 minutes. I think it will take me a while. So... Let's see. I'll take my headset off for this for the time being so I can, like, rest my head. This is the story of a little witch who journeyed far and wide to find the undying fire. The story begins as such, in the westernmost part of the Magic Continent, where a young witch was undergoing her witch certification and final trial. As per convention, one need only pass this trial to qualify as a true witch. The trial required lots to be drawn, and the results were completely random, a format which resulted in frequent accidents. But the Magic Continent was nothing if not firm in its adherence to tradition. And so, if you would believe it, they've stuck to the rules of drawing lots of trials since the very most ancient of times. There's a law in the outside world known as Morphy's Law. That's how you write it, right? Anyway, it means that bad things you worry about happening are probably gonna happen, and thus did a completely unsurprising surprise strike the little witch. Some little witches got very simple tasks, stuff like synthesizing the final solution to the material world, the Philosopher's Stone, or bringing back Beline from a Titanic universe roaming whale, or perhaps figuring out how to get to a parallel universe to find a no longer extant grimoire lost to a great ancient magical war, and so on and so on. But our main protagonist drew a topic of terrible, troubling tribulation to find and bring back the undying fire. Perhaps her honored teacher might have an opinion on this subject. Her teacher was just enjoying a most wonderful tea time with her friends, and she comforted her student. It must be hard because you're fated to become a really great witch, so your topic's a little harder than most. Unsolved mysteries are the most interesting after all. Really? That's right. When you come back, I'll be sure to welcome you with a tea party. One lovelier than this one, even. The teacher's friends whispered to her, "Hey now, isn't that a bit much? You obviously only made up that question because you couldn't be bothered to think up a real exam question. If such a thing even existed, we'd have perpetual motion machines by now, don't you think? Couldn't you have done something else? You know, make her prove the grand unified theory based on the unified electroweak theory or something? Oh, don't you worry. Life is full of a great many lies," the teacher spoke brazenly. And I did not lie, did I? I know that the undying fire does indeed exist. That blazing star... Huh. Hang on. When did I say it again? Must have forgotten. The teacher spun around to her pupil, saying, "Considering that your trial is indeed quite challenging, you shall have 3 times the normal amount of time to complete it. I'll be rooting for you." Volume 2. Volume 2. So we know Alice wrote the 1st and 7th. I believe... Okay, I'm seeing Fortune Teller right here. So I think Barbaloth wrote the 2nd chapter. That's my prediction. Deep in the woods. Nighttime. The little witch soared upon her broom beneath a blood-green moon. blood green was regarded as a symbol of great change in astrology. Oh yeah, this definitely has to be Barbeloth. Astrology, there's no fucking way. Though whether such change be for good or ill cannot be determined by any result. Actually, that shade symbolizes the dominant race of this world, the Nephilim. I dropped my cards. They were the children of gods and humans, and so their blood, too, was the conflux between the red blood of humanity and golden divine blood. And, actually, the green moonlight was the result of the moon's physical composition, the distance between the planet and its moon, atmospheric scattering, and other factors. Anyway, so the little witch was soaring upon her broom beneath the blood-green moon. And then she met a young lady who claimed to be a fortune teller. "I wish to be a witch's familiar," said the young lady. But before they could even consider that, the little witch had something to ask. Can fortune tellers read the skeins of fate? The fortune teller then explained the underlying principles. Put simply, it's something like this. Oh my god. Holy yap. In our world, the stars are the heavenly strings by which humans are bound. But in other worlds, the subjects of astrological study are the solar ecliptic energies, the various lunar energies of the satellites, the will energy of the celestial rulers of the planets, the scattered interference energy of distant stars, and the dark energy that suffices the pitch-black cosmos. Of course, it's not like these things don't exert influence on our planet. They have merely been greatly weakened by a giant sky shroud. As such, astrology on other worlds is far more abstract than that which is practiced in ours. By the way, other planets refer to an actual celestial bodies as an archon. Oh? Huh? Wait. Me reading the lore and actually... Huh? Other planets refer to an actual celestial bodies as an archon and a theorized one as a virtual. The planet the little witch was on was no exception. You see, we also call a will that comes down from the heavens as archon. They are normally planets that have sentient life on them, and they number 7, and therefore are called the 7 archons. As for the virtuals, their number varies between 1, 2, and 4. The planet the little witch was 1 may well have been 1. And in the case of such a world, the virtual would be the dark sun. Astrologists and diviners are, in essence, performing weight calculations on the sky shroud, the cosmos, and the archon and virtual celestial bodies, before deducing individual developmental tendencies from world to world. But the relative weight of sky shroud over our planet is just way too great. And so, investigating it already allows us to obtain very precise results. As for the world the little witch and astrologist were on, they would have to go through the entire formula. After the little witch finished listening, she was very impressed by the fortune teller's learning and technique. Now they could speak of the matter of familiarhood. To be a witch's familiar was to share in her magic, and with magic, one could peer into more destinies. That said, becoming a familiar could have unforeseen side effects. It's hard to say what might happen. Yes, that's what the blood-green moon means. Great change, which can't be judged as good or ill by the outcome. See how it all comes together? We didn't go off topic. It's a shame that I am still not a great witch. I can't make you my familiar yet, said the little witch. I know of another way to establish a contract with a witch. It seems we must resort to using it, said the young lady. This was the night bathed in blood-green moonlight, and it was also, coincidentally, the Witches' Night's Carnival. I love that Barbalot's writing style is very, like, direct, I guess. It's very, like, how do I put it? It's like, oh, like, by the way, I have to explain the context of this to, like, explain what happens in the story. You can tell that Barbaloth is not a writer. She has to, like, explain this. By the way, the Night Carnival is an ancient taboo ceremony. Legend has it that at such times, the witches' magical powers are at their apex. They hold rituals in secret, offering sacrifices and keeping the bonfires burning through the night. This tradition has been forgotten in the westernmost parts of the magical continent, but for some reason, it had been revived within the deep woods. Normally, this was an event that only great witches or figures greater still could be invited to, or invite others to attend. In practice, though, participation in a carnival had a direct relation with a witch's romantic or marital status. I think we're gonna get I think the next chapter is probably gonna be fuck, what's the name? It's like a Snezhnayan name. It's the one that like was like, I had to kill my husband. That one, that witch. But I don't remember what her name is. It's like Yehovna? I think it's Yehovna or something. In any case, for some totally unknown reason, the astrologist knew all about witches while the witch knew nothing about astrologists at all. The point is, they decided to go and check out the night carnival. Let's just go with it being a way to deal with the anxiety the little witch felt over not being able to find the undying fire. Under the blood-green moon, the great witches danced around the bonfire. The little witch and the young astrologist hid in the shadows of trees that grew so thick that even dense clouds could not compare. And even the bonfire could not illuminate them. We just have to wait till the day of ancient forbidden night of revelry. The day after the ancient forbidden night of revelry, when the dawnlight first breaks and the various great witches depart. In the gray embers will be a flame that never dies. When a mortal takes this flame and offers it up, that is the equivalent of signing a contract with a witch, said the young lady. Does this method always work? The little witch asked. It's possible a witch could reject the contract. But witches do so love their spirit mediums, and I am not afraid of becoming a fearsome creature, the young lady replied, her voice thick with yearning. In that case, isn't this an undying fire? Dark thoughts came into the witch's mind. What if I took the flame for my own? And so, under the blood-green moonlight, the great witches sang their song. If all things a witch's opera be, then nothing true worth mourning would the world ever see. Our festival has come to a fruitful end. The story shall not stay its feet, and every night hence shall also be the witch's night. A sense of shame surged forth as within the little witch as she listened from the shadows. Oh my gosh, I blanked. It wasn't out of worry that those present great witches and greater still might include her teachers, school principal, instructors, or anything like that. She knew everyone at her school, and she was sure no one familiar was present. By the way, while the official rules at the school where she attended were lax when it came to governing teachers and their students, students of similar age would still be ranked against each other. Students of different teachers were also permitted to interact outside of classes. The creation of this system can be traced back to the rise of the Western witches long, long ago, They did not shy away from exchanging secret hexes and rituals from their mutual benefit, which would also result in their swift rise in those days. Of course, the organization that the Little Witch belonged to was a direct successor of those Western witches. Also, this blurb definitely wasn't added in here because I forgot about this world building earlier. Back to the story. She said to the fortune teller, "Since we have this opportunity, go bravely forth then. Once dawn comes, take that fire. If you should be so unfortunate as to become a monster, I will give you a quick end. You will not suffer." As a gift to commemorate this friendship, the young lady gave her treasured crystal ball to the little witch. This crystal ball feels joy for all known destined paths, and its heart breaks for all unrevealed tragedies. If you ever feel lost, allow it to be your oracle. Actually, there's a story behind this crystal ball too. I love this. I love this volume. Barbalat is just a yapper. She's just a fucking yapper. Okay, how long? Okay, maybe I can get through chapter 3? Chapter 2 is a bit of a yap fest. Chapter 3, maybe I can go through really quick. I'll do chapter 3. Okay, let's see what we know about this one. This one might be Rhine Daughter. I'm seeing Ancient Robot, that's why I'm thinking Rhine Daughter. In her travels, the little witch encountered a group of people getting ready to kill demon kings. She decided to join them and go kill some demon kings. They told her, "The more demon kings you kill, the greater your witch's power will grow." This is, in fact, true. Then they encountered a mimic demon king. After the whole affair, the little witch would write a demon king slaying chronicle each time she hunted one. They encountered the mimic demon king in a rundown old house. At first, no one knew what was going on, assuming that the place had just gone moldy. After breathing the mold spores in, her companions turned to the following respectively: a shoddy-looking ancient dragon, which the little witch found really ugly and not up to snuff when compared to alchemy; a beautiful young maiden. This team member was originally male, leading the witch to initially wonder if this was some inversion of biological sequential... Whoa, that's a word. Some inversion of biological sequential Hold on, wait. I have to slow read this and then I can maybe fast read it. Hermaphroditism. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, sorry, my mom walked into the room. Where was I? Where am I? Oh. And a pirate. She had no idea about this one. After some time, everyone in the squad developed identity disorders. Considering that her 3 companions appeared to be of the same species, they should not have exhibited such different natures, while the symptoms were, by contrast, so similar. The little witch discovered that the mold had its own consciousness, and had a power that allowed similar life forms to turn into their ideal state. She did not change because she was already pleased with herself. The little witch decided to test the mold's unique properties. She tried ingesting parts of it, finding it to be edible and without any side effects. Oh, this is definitely... Yeah, this has to be Rhine Daughter. There's no way that, like... Bro. I feel like only Rhine Daughter would do some, like, crazy shit like this. Thus, it might have been a miscalculation to call it a mold, but since the mold in blue mold cheese could also be eaten, she decided to continue using that label. Something worth noting was that after a chunk had been cut away, the other mold threads would immediately disappear, possibly a sign of the rudimentary collective intelligence. Okay then. To facilitate further communication, the Little Witch wanted to turn into mold, and so she did. As it turned out, the mold colony only sent strange biological signals that needed deciphering. Through repeated observations, it seemed that their level of collective intelligence might be lower than she had previously thought. In the end, the mold committed suicide. The Little Witch deciphered its way of communicating communications, and as it turned out, the colony experienced dissonance in self-perception and self-dissociation. Dissociation when it looked upon the Little Witch who had become just like them. The signals they sent had in fact been philosophical speculation. Who is me, and who am I? Its intelligence was thus much higher than expected. Her friends recovered and told the Little Witch that this was the Mimic Demon King. It was a species of Demon King in the same taxonomic class as standard Demon Kings, but not in the same order. It was a shame. She wished she had a chance to observe more and make some more records. Then they encountered a Chipmunk Demon King, which her comrades had claimed beforehand was also a species of Demon King. It was classified as belonging to the same class and superorder as a standard Demon King, but was part of a different Grand Order. The Chipmunk Demon King looked very fierce indeed, and the Little Witch suspected that this aggressiveness stemmed from behaviors acquired during the gestation period and while nurturing their offspring. Infiltrating its old nest, they found that it was male. One of her companions was eaten. It turned out that it simply had a bad temper. The Little Witch decided to report the findings of this investigation to prevent the tragedy from repeating itself. They attempted to feed the Chipmunk Demon King seeds to lure it out. They lost another companion in the process. It seemed that this creature was not a vegetarian after all. Her final companion fled, having deduced from the pattern of This is such... the wording is so weird. Having deduced from the pattern of events thus far that he was next on the chopping block. This was an incomplete logical induction. Both the process and conclusion were mistaken. Eventually, she used high-grade boar meat to lure the Chipmunk Demon King into a trap. The creature's fat and fur made it resilient to fire and freezing. Though she had never dissected one, results indicated that it also had an organ enabling it to breathe underwater. A complete vacuum was used to dispatch it in the end. It seemed that it still required aerobic respiration. Many Demon Kings seem powerful, but they all have their weaknesses. The same is true for alchemical life forms. Finally, the Little Witch had to face a standard Demon King, a Great Demon King of the Primate Order. Interesting. Okay. That is very interesting. I saw that chapter 5,
Looks like Durin's woken up.
I saw volume 5 was a very short one, so I'm very curious as to which one volume 5 was from. Alright, let's go and really quickly, let's do our...
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Let's go
Add
do our, what do you call it? Our dailies really quick. This shouldn't take me too long. And then we can continue. But I gotta do my farming. I think today I can farm for Yehoda's materials. I think. Let me see. Where's she at? Yeah, I can farm for these. Okay, let's go and farm for those then.
Add astra. Thank you for completing.
Oh shit, wait, I didn't... Oh fuck, wait. I didn't have Yehoda in the party. Well, I guess Yehoda's not getting, friendship XP right now. Alright, let's see. I think I will. I don't know if I want to read the next chapters after this. It is kind of late for me, so I might. I think when we do chapter or part 4 of the quest, I might call it after. Just because I am kind of tired and I want to start winding down for the night.
Got work for me.
Uh-oh. That was a bit of a lag spike in the... trying to connect to the domain. My connection's fine, so I guess we'll just assume things are good there. Okay.
Stay back! Decay!
Observe to dust.
Well, that was easy. Alright. Let's... And then we do it all again.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Turning point in.
Be silent. Observe to dust.
Easy peasy. Mouse is kind of acting up right now.
You're my target.
Stay back! Decay!
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? Night falls.
Smash and grab.
Got our materials. Why does it feel like my... I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like my headset audio feels like it's cutting out, and it feels like the mouse is... The mouse is normal now. That was weird, though. Alright. Let's just... I'm gonna just level up some Yehoda talent materials really quick. da. God, I gotta go farm for some more materials soon. Yep. Okay. Let me see. Let me see here. Just have to kind of keep track of who has what materials. Oda. Probably on 777, and then that's gonna be 6? No, not 6. 10? 9? Is it 9? Yeah. And then Durin. Turns on 8, 8, 8. How long am I gonna wait for day 4? Oh, it's we had the daily reset. We're doing day 4 right now. I'm just finishing up my dailies. Did I do this right? I think I did that right. Okay. Yeah, so the way that I scheduled the stream basically is that I did day 3 like basically 1 hour before American servers. I'm on American servers, by the way. American servers daily reset. So now that we just had the daily reset like 15 minutes ago, we can play Durin's part 4 like right now. And then for part 5 I have to wait like basically 2 days between part 5. So that's why part 5 I'm gonna do it like on Wednesday basically. Yeah, thank goodness it was calendar days, like thank goodness, or not calendar days, thank goodness like the way that the quest lines are broken up, it's like it's based on daily resets and not like actual 24-hour conversions. Because I think that actually would have made it so much more difficult for me to do Durin's story quest if I actually had to wait 24 hours in between.
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Durin's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't.
Don't worry about that for now. Are you alright?
I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people seem to have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too.
Holy. Wait, are we actually getting like an evil Durin like resurfacing moment?
It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean there's something wrong with it? Sounds like we need Albedo more than ever.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? Guess that's what we need to figure out.
I think it's got something to do with this book.
That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact. Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world.
Windrise?
High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
Huh? Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete?
Looks like we gotta go back inside the book.
Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. But first, we gotta figure out where this riddle wants us to go.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka.
Oh, the academia. There was a little post cutscene. There was a little post quest cutscene where Mini Durin went to Sumeru with Hat Guy Wanderer after, and then Nahida was kind of like teasing them about like, oh, you made a new friend. I'm so proud of you.
They had great coffee there too, and so many books you'd never run out of things to read.
Yep, you mean Sumeru City.
Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those too, and it's absolutely huge. What do you say? Should we try looking there?
Huh. That does kind of make sense. And it's not like Paimon's got a better idea.
It's worth a shot at least.
Alright, let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, we can't know for sure how dangerous Durin might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Worried? About me?
Oh.
Come with me. I want to show you something. As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
You all came to see me?
Oh.
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist, waiting to be resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
This is so sweet. Damn. Look at that. 5,000 miles away. Good thing I know how to teleport. I wonder if we're gonna run into, like, okay, here's the thing. I have no idea who is and isn't in Nod Krai at the moment, so I have no idea if Wanderer's back. Assuming this is following, like, the canon events of, like, the Nod Krai Archon quest, I'm pretty certain Wanderer's still in Nod Krai. Unless he also, like, came... I don't know how traveling works in, I don't know how traveling, like, actual traveling works in Genshin. Like... Maybe this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, like I wonder if he's back in Sumeru. Or if it's like I guess the other thing is I don't know how disconnected this quest is from the main story. It seems to be it still seems to be connected to the main story, so I'm kind of like, oh, like it should probably be like, you know, I guess I'll find out if there's like consistency here and between here and like the Nod Cry quest.
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon was expecting this to be easy. But this... yeah... this is something else.
Where do we even begin?
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic.
Let's just take a look around.
Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on. Huh?
Oh, so he is back in from Nod Cry.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never checked out in the first place.
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large amounts of content. So you should swap it for mine instead.
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library is a serious business, and we have protocols in place for this kind of thing. I can't just replace an important volume in our collection based on nothing more than your word.
Which volume is he talking about?
Hey! Look what the Wandering Tom dragged in!
Oh, it's you.
Well, well, what a surprise. I did not have a sneaking suspicion we'd see him here. I'm kind of like, what the fuck are you doing here? We were just in Nod Cry, like, however many days ago. I guess here's the thing. He can fly, so I guess it is faster for him to travel as opposed to maybe, like, someone who's walking.
And, what is it you're doing here?
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural place for me to be?
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Nod Cry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru, that's all.
See? Paimon gets it. What the fuck are you doing back here? How are you back here so fast? Even if we look at the canon days, right? Let's just kind of assume that maybe, like, Nod Cry happened and maybe, like, a day passes between Nod Cry and Durin's quest. And then we have, like, what, like, 1, 2, 3, like, we're in part 4. That's still a 4-day difference. How do you get from Nod Cry to Sumeru that fast? He had to have flown. That's the only real solution. I don't think of any other canon way that he can travel across a nation in 4 days.
There were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to the original condition. And now, I'm here to return them. And considering what I'm planning to do next, it feels like a weight off my shoulders.
That's ominous. What are you planning to... Considering what I'm planning to do next? What are you planning to do next?
What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you haven't forgotten about me.
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Durin fills Wanderer in on recent events.
So it's been getting worse.
Sounds like you know something we don't.
After he left Similanka, he spent some time traveling Sumeru with me.
Yeah, you know what? That's very true. Yeah, if Durin was in Nod Cry day 1, yeah. Wait, how the dude? Are we? The fact that only Traveler canonically uses teleport waypoints is kind of boggling for me. I'm like, I'm like, are we sure? Can we have another, if Traveler's the only one who can use teleport waypoints, can we have like another canon explanation for how these people move around in the span of like 6 hours? Oh,
I was
what's
working
happening?
on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Simulanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear.
Oh?
Which means all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
How did you even discover that?
How teleport waypoints canonically work. I know there was something mentioned, but this was like it's been a while since I've played like version 1 stuff, obviously, because that was like 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure there was something mentioned in like a really early quest line. I don't even know if it was like an event or like a character quest. Catherine did canonically explain something about teleport waypoints to us, but I'm pretty sure that's where we got it confirmed that only Traveler can use the waypoints. Like it was like version 1.1 basically. I think that's how early it was, but it was like it was a really early quest that confirmed that detail. And since then we've had no further indication on like anything about the waypoints, so
If I remember correctly, Hat Guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
yeah, I think it was Unreconciled Stars, but I don't know for sure. It might have been a character quest as well. It could have been like just one of the random quest lines. But I know it was Catherine that we talked to that confirmed that. It was a Catherine line for sure.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means.
Irminsul, the things you've done.
His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence.
Oh.
It started with a few written records, but now it sounds like it's spread to people who never met him or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
Bro. Wait. That's crazy. Wait, so what do we... Okay, so how do we fix this is the question.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too. So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
Look at him. He looks like a kicked puppy. Like we can't tell a kicked puppy that he might lose it all.
There are more important questions right now. Like figuring out how to fix this.
Yeah, we've been trying for a while now. We just haven't gotten to the bottom of it yet.
That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book behind for a reason. If you want answers, isn't that the place to find them?
You think that didn't occur to us already? Problem is, we need to find the memory that unlocks the next chapter first.
Mind if I take a look?
You're offering to help us?
I just want to know what secrets this book is hiding. Besides, I've run into a bit of red tape, so I've got time.
Of course. Be my guest.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you? All along?
Aww. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind. Revelation bestowed by the Seer
little
Witch.
dragon became companions with a stray cat with
Oh my
dark
gosh,
blue
scare
fur.
meow!
It was a friendship born of all they had in common. He left his castle at the stray's invitation, setting out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
This is the world where this chapter takes place? Looks
Comes
like
as
we're
one
at
of
the
these
top of
three
some kind of
endings.
gigantic tree.
I don't know what that means about doing other options, so we're just gonna do our own thing. The story just now.
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived in Tevat. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories from that period were.
Hold on. Anyone want to explain how I ended up looking like this?
Oh my gosh, I saw pictures of this on the internet. I wasn't sure what was happening with that picture. I thought that was like fan-made stuff. Wait, this was a real picture of him? I thought this was like a fan-made image. Oh my gosh, Scare Meow is canon.
Maybe you've become a character in the story too.
The way you appear here is basically how Durin sees you.
You see me as a stray cat?
A wandering Tom, to be exact. You should count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
Yeah, if anything, I'll just watch other people's endings after we do the quest line.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is more vivid than the others.
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
Guess that means the impression the Traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today's adventure?
Oh, Mini Durin's back!
It's the storybook Durin!
Oh. So you're not playing yourself in this one? Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
This is Alice's magic we're talking about here. She's the only one who can make sense of this.
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Whatever. Just follow me. Same as always.
Okie dokie! Can we chat along the way?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first got here?
Yep.
I like how he kind of like thinks about it for a little bit. He's like, let me think. Yeah, basically.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves out of here?
Usually, the narrator gives hints to help us figure out what to do. Speaking of which, about time we got some of those, don't you think?
The story's vines had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced, homeless among its leaves. He had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him from its memory altogether.
To leave this place? But where am I supposed to go?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into different directions, twisting and turning before disappearing into the mist. But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead. Perhaps she might know where each path might take him.
Barbaloth. Seek answers from the prophetess.
Oh, you must be the little lost dragon.
It's true. My friends and I are lost.
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the seer witch. here to present her promised gift.
The seer witch. Oh yeah! That's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Insolent child. I am the seer witch, your prophetess, not some old hag.
Sorry!
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised. A prophecy.
A prophecy?
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One day, the dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
Path shown by the wind? Could that be referring to what happened back in Mondstadt?
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
If I'm gonna go based on my own, like, analysis of it, I feel like the idea that we're just gonna call it Dragonspine Durin and Mini Durin, or Simulonka Durin. The idea of Simulonka Durin constantly being overshadowed in memory and history by Dragonspine Durin, it's like the fear of that happening causes it to manifest itself as like an actual event. Oh, you know what's so interesting too? Earlier, for anyone who missed it, I read the first 3 volumes of The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, and one of the volumes talked about Murphy's Law being like, oh, events that you think will like bad events you think will happen will come to pass. That's another reason why I'm thinking it might be having to do with like the forgetting stuff of like that fear of like, oh, what if people never truly see me as me? What if people only see me as the evil dragon Durin? And then that fear manifests itself as an actual event of people are only remembering me as the evil Durin. That's what I'm thinking with this part right here.
Oh, wise witch of prophecy. Could we trouble you with another question?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament above.
Oh, Jizami actually needed her.
The seer witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But if all we need to do is leave this place, which path should we take?
Any ideas, Durin?
Why don't we take a look around?
Seer Witch?
As enigmatic.
Okay, it's the same line as before. This area is a little dead. Go to where the wind blows, pass through
Unless
the thorny.
the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh.
Looking back the way he had come, the little dragon saw a gentle glow, a warm light that reminded him of somewhere familiar. The castle his mother had built for him still stood tall as ever, and in the paradise behind its walls lingered many joys of the past. Its gates were always open for him, a haven where no tales of wicked dragons were told.
Returning to the castle?
Huh. Well, that's an interesting thought. Has the idea of returning to Simulonka ever crossed your mind?
Returning to Simulanka?
Think about it. It's a place where a heartfelt wish is all it takes to rewrite the cruelest fate. Not like here, where fate mocks us all. If there really is a being controlling the fate of this world, it must be a laughably spiteful creature, deaf to the wishes of others. If you leave this world and its cruel fate behind, maybe your problems will be solved.
Hey, don't give him crazy ideas like that!
I was simply expressing my envy, that's all. Not everyone is lucky enough to have a place like Simulanka to return to.
Well, let's say that you did. Would you choose to go back?
Of course not. I'd rather show fate who's boss instead.
Smug Scaramouche is something I did not think I needed in my life until now.
Oh.
What do you think, Durin?
I just need some time to think this over.
Returning to the castle.
You really want to return to the castle, don't you, little dragon? When you're there, no problem ever feels too big for you to solve.
Yeah, I guess I do feel that way sometimes.
The story will eventually reach its conclusion.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
Whoa, whoa. We've reached an ending.
But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Not getting the fucking Dodoko comment in the...
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Alice?
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
You're warning us after it happened? What kind of logic is that?
You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
Talk about a plot twist.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Flip back.
Ugh, that last ending was awful. No way we're picking that path again.
What are you even talking about? Hurry up and pick a path so we can get out of here.
Let's pick one together.
Sounds like the others aren't aware of what just happened. But Paimon's not sure how we'd even explain it. Guess all we can do is warn them if they're about to choose wrong again.
Wait, can we choose... can we choose wrong again? I want to see what the... I want to see what it says if we,
Looking back the way he had come, the little dragon saw a gentle
I'm
glow,
so...
a warm light that reminded him of somewhere familiar. The castle his mother had built for him still stood tall as ever, and in the paradise behind its walls lingered many joys of the past.
I'm so curious what happened.
If we go this way, we'll be returning to the castle.
Returning to the castle.
There's nothing challenging for you back there. You'll end up stuck in one place.
Yeah, you'll just be hiding from your problems and pretending like none of this ever happened. Is that really what you want, Durin?
I see.
Let's see. I want to go here.
Looks like there's another path over here.
Oh, that's a color.
The secrets he sought led the stray to discover another path forward, though it was overgrown with bristling.
I'm looking away from chat, by the way, so if this is the path we're supposed to take, then we'll just go on YouTube after.
But each time he tried to follow it, the branches of the tail sent him back to the start.
Huh. So the author managed to work this book into the story too. I'll hand it to her. This book is fascinating.
Wait. It seemed to lead away from the place, but every time he tried to follow it, the branches of the tail sent him back to the start.
What's going on here?
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. In which case, the only hope of a cure would be to cut our ties for good.
What makes you think that?
Oh, because he erased himself from Wait. He thought that him erasing himself from Irminsul was causing side effects for Durin?
Once upon a time, the stray tore apart his own story and was forgotten by the world beyond the castle. He believed the story had cursed him, and that his misfortune had rubbed off upon the little dragon.
Oh my gosh.
The story's curse.
So he thought the fact that he was forgotten affected Durin too?
It was just a suspicion before. But now I think it's something we have to try.
Wait, what do you mean? Try what?
One of the story's branches is a path I can't take. If you follow it out of here, I won't be part of your story anymore.
I don't like that ending. I really do not like that ending.
Considering what the strange magic in this book is capable of, making that choice could cut our connection once and for all.
Ah, not this again.
As long as there's a chance it might work, it's worth a try. He's not like me. He deserves for the world to remember him.
I can't do that. I can't handle that. Dude, what the fuck? I know this is probably like a bad ending that we're not gonna take anyway, but like I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to experience that bad ending. What do you think, Durin?
Well, maybe Hat Guy has his reasons for thinking that way, but that's not the kind of decision I can make so easily.
Walk the path where the strange... Oh my gosh, no.
It's what my stray cat buddy thinks is best anyway.
Hat Guy.
It's worth a shot. Just don't let this world forget who you are.
Oh, the prophet. No. No.
The little dragon left along the path his companion could not take. And from that point forth, the stray was no longer part of his story. Yet his memories of the stray were an indispensable part of his tale. With the stray gone, the story lost the very spark that had first set it in motion.
That's, oh my gosh, without the person who saved Durin in the first place, does he go back to being the evil dragon?
In the end, the little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Who am I?
Is this me?
Oh no, wait, he got cursed again?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon...
Oh shit.
Leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
Bro. Oh, the story ended?
Oh no! But Durin! Ugh! Way to go, hat guy!
Remember, if you're unhappy with this ending, try thinking of a way around it.
Flip back. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now what happens if... Let's go back again.
Huh. Looks like there's another...
It seemed to...
If we go this way, Durin will forget about you.
What?
You'd be choosing a branch of the story that I can't take. Paimon might be right about that. But, at the same time, it could be the answer to your problem. It's worth a shot.
That won't solve anything.
Yeah, you're one of Durin's best friends. His memories of you are extremely important to him. And what Paimon's trying to say is, if Durin forgets you, he'll never be able to complete his story.
Fair enough. I guess we'll just have to keep searching.
If it comes to it, we'll just have to try warning Durin again.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy that's what would happen if you forgot Durin, or if you forgot Wanderer.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt just like we planned. Out of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
He helps stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, makes a whole bunch of friends, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't forget, hat guy.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. You'd still end up being forgotten.
Huh.
Maybe future chapters hold the answers. We just need to keep the story going.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it.
Go towards where the wind is coming from. Go to
I
where
still
the
think
wind
you should
blows.
keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
Unable to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling. It was a magic of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another.
I think I get what's happening here.
Each person had a story meant for them and them alone. One whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story and the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide. Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
Oh, I think I'm getting it. My thought process is
So that was the secret?
okay, I'm gonna do my thought bubble and just see how close I get, because we're gonna get in like the next couple dialogues probably. I once again think that the whole point of Durin's quest is not to necessarily replace Dragonspine Durin. I've always been a hard believer that Durin's quest would be focusing on the aspect that Dragonspine Durin is always going to be a part of him. And so in order for him to really live in this world and to really feel to truly live as Durin, he can't go around living his life trying to replace the old one. And I feel like that might be like the way to get around this whole like storytelling thing of like the fate, is like not necessarily to say like I am the Dragonspine Durin, but to be like, if his story is part of me, then I will tie my fate to him. And in turn, it would kind of like break him out of the whole. It's like, I don't know, it's like what the idea of like letting a little bit of the darkness in, so that you, and accepting that part of you. That's my thought process with like how the thing would go. So I guess we'll see if I'm right in the next like 2 sentences.
Huh.
I'm confused.
You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in 2 separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can 2 fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
I think my logic still kind of stands. I'm still not sure if I'm right about this. This is just me like the thought vomit. But I am thinking like, you can't return a book you've never checked out in the first place. So it's like, that's why I was thinking like, what if the point of the, you know, the idea of it that I had was like, what if the point of like the book analogy, basically, if we want to go with the book analogy to make it make sense, I guess, for me and for anyone else watching this. Wanderer is here trying, you know, if we go back to the earlier part of the quest, Wanderer was trying to return a new copy of a book that was never checked out, right? He didn't take a book from the library. He didn't take a book from the library and start like, and like, you know, and replace it. But that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to replace an old book. And I once again think the whole point of it is to, in order to like change the story, you can't be trying to replace the original ending. You have to continue writing the ending from the original story's perspective, which I think is why we have to kind of, which is why I think we have to kind of let Dragonspine Durin be a part of Simulanka Durin. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, instead of trying to replace Dragonspine Durin with Simulanka Durin, what if you just changed Dragonspine Durin's ending to be like I don't know, it's like, it's weird because it's kind of like you're kind of like intertwining the two. It's, how do I explain it in like a, my brain gets it, I don't know if my mouth is going to be able to explain it. I guess if you have like a string, like a timeline on a string, the idea is like you can't replace that timeline with a new timeline altogether. But something you can do is interweave a new timeline within the original and kind of like trick fate, right? You trick the timeline into thinking it's part of the original timeline, but it's actually like a different timeline. Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process of it. The whole point of the quest, I think a lot of the quest lines we've been doing a lot with Fate have always been with like tricking Fate. Like, you don't, like, I don't think we've never really had a story where we defied Fate. We've always kind of like worked around the rules. Like, we've bent the rules and worked around it. So yeah, I think if you tricked Fate and made the universe think that this was Dragonspine Durin, it would be like it'd be like a really bittersweet ending too when you think about it, but I think it actually kind of works as a story idea of like, I let myself live under the shadow of my previous iteration of Dragonspine Durin. Like, but people who know you will know the truth. And I think that's what matters most. Like, the universe can think that you are Dragonspine Durin, and that will like maintain your existence. That's my thought process. Maybe I'll make more sense of it when I finish chapter 4 and chapter 5, but I think we're going in that direction. I don't know. I'm not a lore person. I'm a storytelling. I do have a storytelling, like, I do have a knack for like storytelling stuff, so I might be onto something, but I might also not be.
So what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution. I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5 of this series ever being checked out.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
Boo, oh my gosh. I don't know where my brain was. I was on like 2 different tangents. I think I was kind of on 2 different tangents. But that's kind of my thought process. It's like, you don't replace the story. You build off of it. I think at some point in that like 10-minute tangent, I kind of expressed that idea of like, instead of replacing the story altogether, you build off the original. Yeah.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6. So, this is it?
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You...
What are you up to this time?
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend? It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Dude, Wanderer and
Guy?
Wanderer and Albedo both being like a major part of Durin's quest. I love this so much.
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's holding you back.
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
He once made the whole world forget him, so he was worried Durin might be affected by what he did.
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it.
Oh, make that definitely. Anyway, we're in this together now.
Just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, he is about as odd as humans get.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Oh.
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, Hat Guy's just that kind of guy.
I hate that this is me. I hate that this is kind of me. Try asking a simple question, they'll always they'll give you a complicated answer. Like, okay, fuck, you did not have to clock me, and why am I catching strays from Durin now?
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
I'm sticking around for the next few days. So, when it's time to go, you know where to find me.
You know where to find me, and I know where to look.
If you feel like stepping back into the story, just come find me.
Okay, so yeah. I think I do get it now. I think I was definitely onto something. I'll have to rewatch that entire clip after I end stream and just see if I was actually onto something or if I was on a completely different tangent. Because I think I had two ideas basically with the concept of like the whole fate thing. The first idea was the idea that like I think it was on the same like it was on the same thread of like you're not replacing the story. You're just building off of the original story. You have to build off of like the whole idea was like yeah. I think my overall tangent made sense, at least for me, because the whole idea of it was like it was supposed to be like you can't replace the story. You can't replace the original book. The most that you can do to remedy that is to build off of the original book. But in order to build off the original book, you have to accept the original book, despite all of its flaws. And I think that's a big part of what Durin's story has to be. He has to, in order for him to live in this world, he has to accept the quote-unquote evil part of him. He has to accept that it is a part of him. But it's like, accepting that it's a part of him doesn't mean that he is a bad person. Accepts that, he accepts it's like, it's a part of his past. Because the Durin we have now, it is basically the culmination. I still do believe it's the culmination of Simulanka Durin and Dragonspine Durin. He has, like, the memories of... Like, I'd say he has the memories of Simulanka Durin, but he does also have, like, the essence and the fate of Dragonspine. So he has to accept that Dragonspine Durin is a part of him. And that he can't just erase that past. So that's what I've always liked. I do still wish that, like, our Durin here, I do kind of wish he had both of the memories of Simulanka and Dragonspine. And it would have made him kind of... I think that would have also been a really interesting, like, conflict within. I thought it'd be so cool to think of it being like... I thought it'd be so cool to imagine that idea of it being like, oh, I have memories of both times. Which one's the real me? But I think this is also a really good way to, like, play with that. I think it still kind of plays with that idea, that's why. It plays with that same idea of, like, which Durin is the real... Like, which Durin within me is the real Durin. It's not the same as, like, having, like, a dual personality or a dual memories type of thing, or, like, a third memory, or a third persona. But I think it still plays into the idea of, like, identity, self-identity, past flaws, your past, your flaws, your mistakes, and your future. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going in a loop now. I'm saying the same stuff over and over. I think part 5... I'm scared for part 5. I feel like part 5 is gonna... I think part 5 is gonna, like, emotionally kill me. Man. But, yeah, so I front-loaded the quest, basically, so... I can't stream it tomorrow, quote-unquote tomorrow, it's technically today. It's, like, past the daily reset, which for me is, like, middle of the night, so it's, like... It's, like, technically it's Tuesday already, but it still feels like a Monday because I didn't go to sleep yet. It's weird. I can't stream Tuesday, basically, my Tuesday. So what I'm gonna do is Wednesday, I think around daytime for Wednesday, I'm going to, I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna stream day 5 of the Durin story quest, which will be the finale. And then, after that, I will do all the Hexerai quests, so we can, like, finally unlock all the buffs for, the characters, because I kind of need, endgame content's gonna start popping up, so I gotta be, like, ready for that endgame content. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, basically. We're gonna, like, yeah. So, yeah, I gotta plan out for Wednesday, but you can expect something to come up on Wednesday. I'll schedule it. I gotta just figure out when I'm gonna do it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's late for me. I am definitely loopy now, so I should probably start winding down for the night. So with that being said, thank you to everyone who is here chatting in chat. Thank you to everyone who has just been lurking, and thank you to everyone who is here watching the VOD. All of your support is very much appreciated. Not entirely sure yet if I'm going to have a new video up by Friday. This week has been a little weird in terms of... I've been working a lot of longer shifts at my part-time lately, so I have no idea if I have time to finish editing the video. Hopefully I can finish it by Wednesday. Like, yeah, if I stream Wednesday in the daytime, then maybe I can spend Wednesday night finishing up the video. But that's a big maybe. And if anything, I will just push it back another week or so. Yeah, if anything, I'll push it back another week, but I'm hoping that I can finish it fast enough to get it out by this Friday. Yeah. That's gonna do it for the stream. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!